Welcome to the Psychology and Physical Training channel. Here you are going to learn about prenatal stage, meaning, characteristics, fundamental principles, stages of development, hazards during the prenatal period. So have you ever wondered how a single cell can transform into a living, breathing human being? The mystery of life begins. This awe-inspiring journey, known as prenatal development, begins at the moment of conception and culminates with the miracle of birth. It's a complex, intricate process filled with stages of growth and change that are nothing short of miraculous. Each step is essential, building upon the last as life unfolds in its most primal form. But what happens during these crucial 9 months? Stages of development and its characteristics. First, our journey begins with a single cell, the zygote. The zygote. This tiny powerhouse is the result of a beautiful dance between a sperm and an egg, each carrying half the genetic information needed to create a new life. From this union, a zygote is formed, and it's here that our story truly begins. In the initial hours after conception, the zygote starts to divide rapidly through a process known as mitosis. This is a fancy term for when one cell splits into two, then 2 cells become 4, and so it continues, doubling each time in a carefully orchestrated symphony of life. Within a few days, this single cell has grown into a cluster of cells, now called a blastocyst. The blastocyst then embarks on a journey down the fallopian tube towards the uterus. This journey is not without purpose. It is seeking a suitable place to implant itself into the womb's lining, a process known as implantation. This is a critical step as the blastocyst needs to secure a nourishing environment where it can grow and develop. As the blastocyst implants, it starts to form 2 distinct layers. The outer layer, known as the trophoblast, will develop into the placenta, the life support system for the growing baby. The inner layer, or the embryoblast, will eventually form the embryo itself. By the end of the first week, the blastocyst is fully implanted in the uterus and the placenta starts to form. This organ is vital as it provides oxygen and nutrients to the baby while simultaneously removing waste products. The embryonic stage then begins and the cells continue to specialize and organize themselves into the different parts of the body. It's like the blueprint of a building coming to life, with each cell knowing exactly where to go and what to become. By the end of the 2nd week, the embryo has taken shape and the foundation for all major organs has been laid. It's truly a marvel to behold, the transformation from a single cell to a complex organism in just 14 days. In just 2 weeks, a single cell has prepared itself to become a complex organism. Truly, the journey from zygote to embryo is a testament to the miraculous nature of life. And as we move into the 3rd week, the embryo starts to take shape. This period, known as the embryonic stage, is a time of rapid change and development. It's during this time that a flat sheet of cells begins to fold into a neural tube, the precursor to the brain and spinal cord. A remarkable transformation, isn't it? This isn't the only important development. In fact, the heart, a vital organ for life, begins to form. Just imagine a tiny heartbeat beginning to pulse, setting the rhythm for the rest of the body. Other important organs, such as the liver, kidneys, and intestines, also start to take shape during this period. It's like a symphony of growth and development, with each organ playing its part in the formation of life. But this isn't just a time of physical growth. It's also a time when the embryo is particularly sensitive to its environment. Factors such as nutrition, stress, and exposure to harmful substances can affect the developing embryo. A lack of certain nutrients, for instance, can impact the development of the neural tube, leading to conditions like spina bifida. Similarly, exposure to harmful substances, such as alcohol or drugs, can lead to a range of developmental problems. This vulnerability is due to the fact that during this stage, the basic body plan is being laid out. Any disruption to this process can have lasting effects. It's akin to building a house. If the foundation isn't solid, it can impact the entire structure. The same principle applies here. If the basic structures don't form correctly, it can affect the embryo's development and health. But despite these potential hazards, the embryonic stage is truly a marvel of nature. It's a time when a cluster of cells begins to transform into a recognizable human form, complete with a beating heart and a developing brain. It's nothing short of miraculous. By the end of the 8th week, the embryo has all the basic structures of an adult human. This is the culmination of a period of rapid change, a period that sets the stage for the rest of the pregnancy and indeed the rest of the individual's life. And next, from the 9th week until birth, the developing baby is known as a fetus. This period, known as the fetal period, is characterized by remarkable growth and maturation. It's during this time that the fetus gains weight, develops reflexes, and readies itself for the world outside. In the early weeks of the fetal period, the fetus is still relatively small. However, it quickly begins to grow, reaching about 3 inches long by the end of the 12th week. By the 24th week, the fetus is around 12 inches long. This rapid growth during the fetal period is nothing short of extraordinary. But it's not just about growth. The fetus is also maturing. Its organs and systems are becoming more complex and functional. The lungs start to practice breathing movements. The kidneys begin to produce urine, and the brain is developing at a rapid pace, forming millions of neurons. One of the most fascinating aspects of this stage is the development of unique features. Fingerprints, for instance, begin to form around the 13th week. These unique patterns, formed by the pressure of the amniotic fluid against the developing skin, will remain with the individual for life. The development of senses is another critical part of the fetal period. By the 28th week, the fetus can respond to a wide range of sounds. It can also sense light and dark, taste sweet and bitter substances in the amniotic fluid, and react to touch. By the end of the fetal period, the fetus is ready for life outside the womb. It is fully developed with all its organs and systems ready to function independently. It has gained weight, developed reflexes, and learned to respond to its environment. And while it still has some growing and maturing to do after birth, it is well prepared for the journey ahead. By the time of birth, the fetus is fully equipped for life outside the womb. This journey from a single cell to a fully formed human being is one of the most incredible processes in nature, a testament to the wonder and complexity of life. And if we see, this journey is not without its hazards. Let's delve into the potential threats that can affect prenatal development. There's a wide spectrum of risks, and these can be broadly categorized into genetic problems, maternal health, lifestyle factors, and environmental toxins. Genetic problems are the first area of concern. These include various inherited disorders and chromosomal abnormalities that can affect the normal development of the fetus. Down syndrome is one such example, resulting from an extra chromosome. However, advancements in genetic screening can help identify such problems early on. Next, we have maternal health. Conditions like diabetes, high blood pressure, and infections can significantly impact prenatal development. For instance, untreated maternal infections can sometimes be passed to the fetus, leading to complications. Therefore, regular health checks are crucial for expectant mothers. Then comes lifestyle factors. These encompass the mother's habits and behaviors, such as diet, physical activity, smoking, alcohol consumption, and drug use. Research shows that smoking during pregnancy can lead to low birth weight and premature birth. Similarly, alcohol use can cause fetal alcohol spectrum disorders, affecting the baby's growth and mental development. Lastly, environmental toxins pose another risk. Exposure to harmful substances like lead, mercury, pesticides, and certain medications can interfere with the fetus's development. For example, exposure to high levels of lead can result in developmental delays and learning difficulties. Given these hazards, the importance of prenatal care cannot be overstated. Regular prenatal checkups, a balanced diet, avoiding harmful substances, and maintaining a healthy lifestyle can greatly reduce these risks. It's also essential to stay informed about the potential hazards and to consult healthcare professionals regularly. Prenatal development is indeed a complex and delicate process. While it's impossible to eliminate all risks, awareness and proactive measures can significantly mitigate them. After all, every step taken towards prenatal care is a step towards ensuring a healthy start for the unborn child. Understanding these hazards can help us ensure a safer journey for every unborn child. Let us see now fundamental principles. So, what are the key points to remember about prenatal development? This journey of life begins with the fusion of two cells, creating a zygote. This single cell, with all its genetic potential, splits and multiplies, forming an embryo. The embryonic period is a time of rapid change, where all major organs and systems begin to form. As we move on to the fetal stage, growth and maturation become the focus. This is when our tiny embryo transforms into a recognizable human form, gaining weight and refining its systems. This period is critical as the fetus is preparing for the world outside the womb, but the journey is not without its risks. Various hazards can impact prenatal development. These can range from genetic factors to environmental influences, and even maternal health and behavior. Each can potentially alter the course of development, emphasizing the significance of a safe and healthy prenatal environment. The complex process of prenatal development is a delicate balance of growth, maturation, and adaptation. It is a testament to the miracle of life and its inherent resilience. And it's a reminder of how important our role is in safeguarding this process. By understanding the journey of prenatal development, we can better appreciate the miracle of life and the importance of safeguarding it. Our knowledge empowers us, and it's the first step towards ensuring the health and well-being of the next generation. And if you feel this video is useful, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to the Psychology and Physical Training channel. Thank you for watching.